Hey, this is Natalie from DachaLiving.com. Today I want to make a video distinguishing the work of a health coach and the work of a doctor. As you know, I'm a women's health coach, or you might not know, but now you do, and I have a background in pharmaceutical science, so I have this weird connection between both the holistic and the conventional sciences, and they're always butting heads, and it's just like, we need both. So here I am. I'm going to make this video to kind of eliminate some doubts, hopefully. A couple weeks ago, I went to this networking event, and I didn't know this at the time, but there was a doctor there. And when I explained to the group that I was a women's health coach, he came up to me after. He started asking me lots of questions, and I could tell that he was really tense. And intuitively, I was like, okay, this person probably works in the healthcare industry. So I asked him, "Are you a doctor?" And sure enough, he was. And I want doctors so badly to understand that the work that we do is quite separate from the work that they do and that we're not undermining their work. It makes a lot of sense, though, why doctors are so threatened by the work of health coaches. I mean, think about it. We are an emerging industry that's not very well regulated, so it's hard for things to get enforced yet, which that will change with time as we develop stronger curriculums like IIN, which I'm in right now. There's lots of other there's Health Coach Institute. There's lots of different training programs that are nationally, internationally accepted and really well known, even by doctors. But it makes sense. Doctors think that and nurses and other healthcare practitioners think that health coaches are these people who have no training, who are claiming that they can cure and heal and treat disease. It's actually not required for you to be health coach certified to call yourself a health coach. So that makes it even scarier for doctors, because it could just be some random person with absolutely no medical background and only Eastern medicine, and that's very scary. And then for even the health coaches that are certified, they only went through like a year-long program. So, and man, how offensive it must be to a doctor who's gone through tens of years with intense medical training, knowing all the details and so much information and memorizing, and for a health coach to come along and be healing people, like, oh my God, I would be furious if I were a doctor, and that's what I thought a health coach would do. So I want people to understand the difference between what a doctor does and the difference between what a health coach does. So the simplest way to explain it is that a doctor talks about the what, and the health coach talks about the how. So let's start with an example about diabetes, for instance. Someone comes in, they have insulin resistance, they are addicted to sugar, and they have all these horrible symptoms of diabetes. They go to the doctor says, you need to stop eating sugar, you need to start exercising, and probably cut out like fatty fried foods also, and reduce your stress. Patient walks out of there and is like really deflated and defeated, because, I mean, how many people already know that they need to exercise and stop eating sugar and stop eating fatty foods and work on their stress? Like 100% of the world knows that they need to do that. But for some reason, we still have an obesity epidemic. We still have a problem. People still have diabetes, and it's still on the rise. So telling people what to do is not working. So we're telling people, doctors tell people what they have and what they need to do. We need to know that before we can start working on the how. We need to know where we are, what we have, and what we need to work on. So that's what's going to get us from point A to point B. The health coach comes in and talks about the how, aka, how did you get here in the first place? And how are we going to get you to where you want to go? So we look at when we get someone from the doctor's office, perhaps, and maybe they feel like they haven't gotten a whole lot of results from the doctor. They think it's the doctor's fault. It's not. Someone walks in, they say, I have diabetes. My doctor wants me to lose weight, wants me to cut out sugar. I don't know what to do. So the health coach will ask a lot of questions and try to figure out this client's life and what it looks like. And we're going to be on the key lookout for imbalances as we ask really powerful questions that get people to talk, get people to release their emotions, get people to share and open up, and really get to the deep core stuff that's really bugging them. Because Frankly, I know sugar really well, and sugar is my best friend when I hate myself. If I've got an imbalance in the area of relationship, if I've got an imbalance in the area of finance, in career, in spirituality, my life feels meaningless, I turn to sugar. And my guess is a lot of other people do. So instead of telling people that they need to work on their willpower, which doesn't work, it's depleting, it's exhausting, let's take a look at whatever that area of your life is that's causing the imbalance, that's causing you to need sugar to fill that void. So a health coach is trained to be a great listener, is trained to be a great question asker, and really help the client figure out what it would take to make their health a priority again, what it would take to make them make a small adjustment, to help them create realistic goals as opposed to, I want to lose 20 pounds in 1 month. Like, what? You want to have someone who's pushing you, but also pulling the reins in a little bit so that they can hold you accountable and actually find success over the short term. I hope that clears up the differences between a doctor and a health coach. If you like this sort of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.